What you're looking at is an example of the harsh and inhumane conditions animals are forced into before being slaughtered and used in products you are consuming every day. In the documentary The Weight of the Nation, it is explained how over $100 billion is being used on the healthcare expenses of unhealthy individuals in America annually. 3 years ago, I changed my diet. I eliminated any dairy products, eggs, and land animals. I now mainly eat fruits and vegetables. And I noticed a significant change in my energy, my performance in school, sports, and my overall health and happiness. This is an epidemic. People are dying more and more from preventable diseases directly linked to diet, and that is mainly consisting of animal based foods. So we need to step back and take a look at what we're eating. Think about the implications they are having, and maybe move on to a different way of dieting and a different kind of lifestyle. In this speech, I will elaborate the necessity of adapting a plant based diet by explaining the negative aspects associated with animal based products and talking about the benefits of adapting a plant based diet. And finally, I will explain how exactly you can do this and incorporate more fruits and vegetables into your diet. First of all, there is so many negative aspects associated with animal food products. The Cleveland Clinic has conducted research finding that coronary artery disease is mainly due to dietary cholesterol, a fatty substance only found in animal food products like meat, dairy products, and eggs. And these diseases are part of the leading causes of death in the US today. And furthermore, in the film Forks Over Knives, Dr. Campbell's research explains how nutrients from animal based products promote cancer growth. The United States Department of Agriculture explains how these animals are being confined to very small spaces for their entire lives. And the Vegan Society explains how, especially cows, are forcibly artificially inseminated so that they can become pregnant and have calves and produce milk for our consumption. And then if they have male cows, they live very short lives before they are slaughtered. The consumption and production of these animals is unethical and inhumane. The solution to these negative aspects lies in plant-based foods and their benefits and advantages. An advantage of a plant-based diet is improved health. Because you're mainly eating plants, fruits, and vegetables, you don't get any of the negative attributes that make accompany meats and meat products. People may argue that you don't get some of the vitamins and nutrients that you get from animal products in a plant-based diet. And that's a common misconception. Protein and calcium are the number one argued nutrients that you get from meat, and you can actually get those from vegetables. Because you're mostly eating plants, fruits, and vegetables, you get so many of the necessary nutrients that your body needs, and you don't have to worry about any of those things that come along with meat products. And because you're healthier, you have improved mood, so your psychological health is better as well. And you'll have more energy, you'll live longer, you'll be stronger, and you'll have an improved quality of life overall. And an advantage of a plant-based diet is reduced waste, reduced consumption, reduced pollution, and reduced climate change. The film Forks Over Knives shows statistics that say 60 to 80% of medical expenses can be cut if everybody takes on a plant-based diet. And nutritionfacts.org has research that shows that adopting a plant-based diet can reverse diseases, including diabetes, osteoporosis, and arthritis. So overall, adapting a plant-based diet can help to revert some of the negative impacts that meat production has had on the world. Now, finally, you might be wondering, how am I going to incorporate a plant-based diet into my lifestyle? Well, it's very easy. And although people may argue it's very expensive to have a plant-based diet, it's not. You can go and start and garden in your backyard with seeds from the Dollar Tree or your local grocery store that may cost $1 or less. And the fruits and vegetables you buy from the grocery store can contain dozens of seeds. In fact, one strawberry can contain up to 200 seeds. That's a lot of fruit. It's also easy to get all the nutrients you need in plant-based foods. A simple Google search can tell you exactly what plants contain the necessary nutrients that you seek. A simple Google search, plants and vegetables high in protein, will show you a list of over 10 foods high in protein. and fully obtainable. Some of these foods are lentils, broccoli, and almonds, all available at your local grocery store, all available in seeds that you could plant in your backyard. The article titled Disadvantages of Being a Vegan by Jason Laddock on healthguidance.org argues that with being a vegan, you don't get all the nutrients that you would get if you would eat meat, or that you don't experience all the different foods that the world has to offer. And I'm here to debunk that. You can easily do a Google search or just ask somebody or read up on it and figure out what foods contain which nutrients. And as the vegansociety.com states, there are plant alternatives for every food you can think of. So you won't miss out on cheese pizza or macaroni and cheese or a burger. There are plant-based diet alternatives for all of those foods. And so when trying to incorporate plant-based foods in your diet, remember to take it slow, do it right, try new things, remember why, ask for help, learn, and don't give up. In addition, visit any of the sources I've talked about in this speech to get a better understanding of plant-based diets. In conclusion, I've discussed why you should eliminate animal-based foods from your diet, while talking about why you should incorporate more plant-based foods into your diet, and finally explained how to incorporate more plant-based foods in your diet while refuting some widely argued misconceptions. There is no doubt that a plant-based diet is healthier and more environmentally sustainable. Decades of research through observations, case studies, and experiments has told us that people should be eating more plants, vegetables, and fruits. I want you to make plant-based foods the majority of your diet. It doesn't take going completely vegan or vegetarian to decrease some of the negative aspects associated with meat production and increase some of the positive aspects and benefits of plant-based diets. But change needs to happen. Health is deteriorating, the environment is falling apart, and the negatives I've talked about are just too great for us to ignore. And if we don't take these steps to improve, then we won't.